Hello and welcome to
Got a problem, mate?
That's quite good.
You like that?
That's quite good. You should record that.
Got a problem, mate? Do you like that?
Yeah, that's quite good.
Sorry, I'm just
What are you doing?
I just got to the front of the queue for Oasis tickets.
Okay, good
Can I
luck.
just handle this.
Yeah?
£400?
For what?
I tried all weekend as we record this, all weekend to get Oasis tickets.
Yeah.
And at one point I was 750,000th in the queue.
Really?
To get to the front of the queue and for tickets to be go from £150 for standing to £500 nearly on the Ticketmaster website. So Ticketmaster, they are scum.
Yeah.
Our sound engineer, Elliot, who I don't trust, is also scum because he bought a ticket and then made a big profit on it. He's one of those people.
How's in the money?
Absolute scum. Scum we have to work with on this podcast.
Yeah. Business minded though. Entrepreneurial.
Wait, do we split that money 4 ways?
Fuck no.
No. Okay.
4 ways.
Anyway, what an episode we've got lined up for you today.
You should just listen to him on Spotify. It's better. What an episode, everybody. Today we have
Oasis
the wonderful...
the sound of my generation.
No, they weren't.
And my class bracket.
Nah.
Yeah.
Your
They really
generation
spoke to me,
was
Robbie,
Elvis, I think.
Robbie Williams.
Yeah.
No.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome,
We've got
everyone.
a wonderful episode coming
It's
for
about
you today.
acting.
Yeah, but it's good.
Acting.
It's not like boring acting. It's like funny, exciting.
We timed it very badly, essentially, because our guest today is in such a huge mega film.
Transform.
But he can't talk about it.
Mm.
What did you?
What?
What did you?
Did
Did you whisper the film?
No.
Titanic 3.
I wouldn't.
He's in such a big film.
Yeah.
But he can't talk about it.
Shawshank Redemption.
There's no point in him coming on, to be honest. But there is, because he is somebody that I've worked with as an actor, which I think might have given him the platform to go on to do what he's currently doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, then why can't you?
It doesn't work like that.
No?
No. Please support the podcast in any way you can. If you can do it monetarily, we have got great bonus episodes on our Patreon that are for patrons only, and it's only a few quid to sign up for that every month. Imagine all the money you threw away on other superfluous things. Why not do the same with our podcast? But if you are skint, but you do enjoy the podcast, please give it a really good recommendation on any of the platforms, such as iTunes and Spotify. Give us a nice review.
And subscribing on YouTube is free, of course, and it really helps.
It really does help. And also, if you leave a comment, we're going to do a little sort of mailbag. So if you've got anything you want us to cover, put it in the comments. Maybe let us know what you're doing while you're listening to the episode. That'd be fun.
Let me say one thing before we start.
Oh, please do.
A couple of people have commented that you made a joke on the Jeff Innocent podcast, which did not get enough attention.
Oh.
Because, and I'll be honest, I probably didn't react because I was scared for my life with Jeff. You said that Steven Seagal is in an action film where he plays a chef and his name's Al Dente because he's still a bit hard.
Yeah.
That's very good.
That is very good.
Round of applause for your joke.
Whoever said that.
A couple of people.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't look at the comments on YouTube because they are normally hurtful. Anyway, let's get on with the episode.
Intros.
My guest on the show today, and I should say my guest, not yours. It's my guest. I got him. He's my get.
He's
here for me. My guest on the show today is a very talented actor who's been in proper programs on Netflix and everything. The Gentleman, Grime Kids, Loki, are all things that I haven't seen, but he has also been in. He also acted in an ad alongside a friend of the show, Jeff Goldblum, and was in a short film with one of the brightest acting talents in the whole of the UK, me. It's Ross Hatt. You didn't know I was in a short film, did you?
Today, everybody, we got a real person in. That's right. My guest, who I've just met. And we've had lovely chats up to this point. He has appeared in many things that can be found on imdb.co.uk.
And
com and org. Doctors,
Net.
Brexit, the uncivil war with Benedict Cumberbatch, bald. So that's good.
What, Benedict Cumberbatch is bald in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctors. This is going to hurt. That's more doctors.
Wait a second.
What?
You was in This Is England. It didn't say that on
No,
your notes.
it's This England.
Oh, This England, right,
Not
yeah.
This Is England.
Yeah.
The Gentleman. That's the TV series that everyone says is very good. I haven't seen it yet.
He clucks around like a chicken, not Ross, but the guy.
Who?
The guy in it.
In The Gentleman.
And Vinnie Jones is in it.
The Outlaws as dog walker. That's pretty good.
Is that similar to Skywalker? Is this still your intro?
Yeah, it's Ross Hatt, everybody. Sorry, I just started reading it. Do you like being...
Wait, pick a winner.
Oh.
Respect the format of the show. That's your first warning.
Joey, I think. Sorry.
Yes.
It's the
I
dog.
wrote-
You picked up on the dog walker thing. That was.
I wrote mine down and everything. He just winged it.
He did write it down, to be fair.
Yeah.
He got AI to do it.
I prepped. I got hit. Can I just say, right, we're going to get a moaning off the bat, right?
Do it.
I've got a very long day today, right?
Okay.
And after I've recorded this episode and maybe some other episodes because I time travel, we record more than one.
Don't tell him.
They know it. They know. Anyway, then I've got to drive about 3 hours and do a presenting job and drive back again. So I've got quite a long day.
That's a long day.
So we had to get in at 10 to prep because there's a lot of prep goes into this, right?
Mhm.
I was the only person that arrived at 10, despite the fact that I came from Lewis, where my girlfriend lives, this morning. But because I need to get across London, I had to park my car in West London so I could get out to the job.
Ah.
So I've come from Acton.
Via Lewis.
Yeah. And I got a train in from Acton to here.
Yeah,
Have you ever been to Acton?
I have.
My goodness.
Yeah.
What a
Mm.
place. But I found a road where you can park for £5.30 for the whole day. Right, and it's only an 8-minute walk from the
Oh.
overground, the Elizabeth line,
Mm,
right? Which gets you in here in like 10 minutes.
great.
I feel like I found like a little cheat. Do you know what I mean?
No,
That's
because
for cheap parking
you're
in
still
London.
in Acton, though.
No.
And you're still paying.
Yeah, but it's cheap for a whole
Oh, it
day.
is cheap. Yeah, that is cheap.
Yeah.
For a whole day.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I feel like, like when your parents would say like, oh yeah, things used to fall off the back of a lorry and we buy them or oh, there was this way of doing things and then those loopholes got closed up. I feel like the cheap parking in Acton is the last
Is that
loophole.
how
I feel like
bad things are?
if I ever have children, that'll be the thing
That's the thing.
that I'll tell them.
You
well,
regale
back
them.
in my day, you could park in Acton for £5.40 for a whole day.
I wasn't here at 10. I came really... I missed the message that said 10.
So
And
this
he's
is a bit
been
of
in
a
a bad mood.
No,
Okay,
I'm just
so
quite
that-
tight. No, yeah. So anyway, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the
Thanks,
show.
thank
Now, do you like being dog walker or do you prefer being when your character has a proper name?
Yeah, it really winds me up when the character doesn't have a name. And
Uh,
usually we'll ask if we can have a name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. And more often than not, they'll go, yeah.
yeah.
But
Do you
I'm-
get in that instance? Do you get to pick the name?
no,
No.
no.
That's
you-
too much.
That's too much, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't got that power.
Not yet.
And in that case, they said no.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought they would because it's Stephen Merchant who wrote that. And I thought, oh, he's nice.
He'll get it.
Yeah.
He gets
But
it.
no, he didn't.
No.
But do you think they emailed Stephen Merchant or did
No.
I think
checked
they
with-
they asked production, and I'd imagine production would have asked. Via,
He's
yeah,
being dog walker.
yeah. And I was literally a dog
Take it
walker.
or
I was
leave
a
it.
dog walker that discovered a body. It's always a dog walker that discovers a body, isn't it? In
What
every
kind
That's
of
why I
dog?
don't want a dog.
What kind of dog? Good question. Labrador, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Quite well trained.
Did you
We were
get
in the
on with the
woods.
dog?
It was a night shoot in Bristol
Oh.
one day.
In the Mecca Bingo advert, one of the ones that I'm in, I'm holding a hairless cat,
Oh,
and it was not well trained.
Oh, no.
Well, cats can't,
It's
can you?
not-
Did it? Oh.
No, some cats are just calmer than others. I don't think you train them really. And this
You're
was
lucky
not.
with a cat. With a good. I've worked with a lot of dogs.
It really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I was
Hmm.
also bare chested, and it scratched me.
Oh.
How did you have to So what did you have to do when you discovered this body?
Ring the police.
Gasp.
Ring the police. Yeah.
Yeah?
Did you gasp?
I'd swore it was my first swear word on television.
Oh.
Really?
yeah.
Bloody hell.
It was the S. Can I say? Am I
Yeah,
allowed?
go on.
Did you
It
go?
was shit.
Oh.
Did you go? There's a cunting body.
Holy shit, I had to say.
Holy shit!
Holy shit.
That's a good little scene, that.
And then I had to get my phone out and they asked me on the phone those 3 words. You know, my
what,
three,
3
yeah.
words? Yeah.
And then that was a running gag because they were in the bushes. Stephen Merchant was in the bushes watching me, and apparently he had tried to earlier on tell them that they should remember where the body's buried by my 3 words. And he was like, "Oh, I told you. Look, he's doing that." It was a nice little scene.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
What were the 3 words?
Oh God, no idea, no idea.
They should at least have, because I feel like the fact you discovered a body defines you more than you owning a dog. So I think you should be corpse botherer.
Yeah.
1.
Corpse botherer.
Yeah, corpse botherer.
Anyway,
Can I tell you my?
can you do your? Can
What?
you have some respect for the format of the show?
I just want to tell you what my acting roles have been. Right, very small. I've been vicar, usher, but that's a cinema usher, not the singer.
Not the singer. Yeah.
Taco guy, and
You've got to get a name for
and
that.
Oscar
Oh,
in the film Last Christmas. He was called Oscar, but they
Don't
never.
even get me started on this.
To your character, when you're in an advert, does it ever have a name?
sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or your hero.
Kevin.
Kevin.
I'm Kevin.
You look like a
Kevin
funny
in the-
Kevin.
Yeah.
Ross Hatt, we have a feature here called Vet the Guest, where we determine whether our guest is suitable to stay on the podcast or get out of here.
Yeah. The 5 questions.
I'm going to ask you 5 questions. It's like a personality test. Please just be
We've
honest.
had a lot of people not make it.
Oh, right. Okay.
I think you would be unsurprised to hear that Nicolas Cage didn't get
Didn't
past
make it.
this.
Question 1, board games?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
No one
Well
seems
done.
to
No.
really.
My
Yeah.
kids love them though,
Mm.
which is a real disappointment.
Which ones?
Mousetrap. So fun ones, not
That's
like
pretty good.
not Monopoly
That's
yet.
too
They're
long,
too
yeah.
young. Buckaroo.
Yeah,
Kaplunk.
that's a laugh. Yeah.
Operation.
Operation.
We should play
The one where you
Buckaroo.
press the teeth on a shark or
Yes.
something.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that
Crocodile
what that's called?
Crocodile
The one where you
dentist.
press the teeth on a shark or something.
Crocodile dentist.
Crocodile
Crocodile
Dentist. That's
Dentist.
quite good.
And we got the one where you put a sprinkler in it, so then you play it outside and it. Yeah. So when it goes down, it shoots water everywhere.
Wow.
That's good.
Pop-up pirate?
Yes, we got that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's pretty good.
Pop-up pirate.
We
is
should get
good.
together, do pop-up pirate.
Have you got a pop-up pirate?
I'll get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go sit in a park.
Yeah.
Me and you.
Pop-up pirate.
Question
I've
2.
seen a guy playing pop-up pirate in a park on his own.
I think that was me.
He's in a bush.
In a bush.
I think he was looking
It
for a
was some-
corpse or something. I'm not sure what was going on.
He's definite corpse botherer.
Question number 2. Seen any good films?
I saw Deadpool and Wolverine.
Is it any good?
Yeah. Parts.
Yeah. Are you being nice because you want to be in the next one?
No. I've done a Marvel thing, so I don't know if
Oh,
you can,
really?
I don't know if you can cross over.
Oh, Loki. Sorry, of
Yeah.
course.
I don't know if you
Well,
can.
flipping thingy's playing Doctor Doom now.
I know. That's a good point.
So I guess you can
yeah.
do
'cause you
anything
you got
now.
your the multiversey thing.
Nonsense.
I saw Twisters.
Oh, any good?
Yeah, I liked it. It's just a
He's
big,
not seen
dumb
many
blockbuster.
films.
I want to see Beetlejuice.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I want
yeah.
to see Beetlejuice.
I really want to see that.
Don't say it again.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, very good.
Very
Very
good.
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I didn't think you'd even know.
Do you want to know something interesting about Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
So in the first film, Keaton as Beetlejuice is only in it for 17 minutes.
Yes, I knew that.
And in this next one, he's in it for the exact same amount of
Mm.
time.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he said it would have been wrong to put more Beetlejuice in.
You know what?
Yeah.
I got my wife to watch. We watched Beetlejuice. She hadn't seen it before, and
Oh,
I
that
grew
spider.
up watching it. Right. It's weird seeing it again. How little he's in it, and how
Yeah.
little the really weird stuff happens. Because the
Yeah.
way I remembered it,
Yeah.
it was constant.
Yeah.
But it really isn't.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It is. Still stands up.
It's like how, with like this podcast, you think it's been a laugh all the way through, but it's actually very
It's
few
actually
moments
very
where it's funny. That people really remember it.
Question 3. Ever done a gratitude list?
No. No, never.
But you got to if you want to be in Hollywood, right?
I mean, do you?
yeah, because I heard Bradley Cooper say he does them. I think that's
Does
why.
he?
Yeah,
Coops.
Coops.
Does he still do them though?
You'd think so because I think
More than ever. It must take him
More than
ages.
ever.
He's just there all day.
Yeah.
he
Then goes
writes.
to bed.
He writes "A Star Is Born."
I think a nice way to do a gratitude list is if you're having trouble getting to sleep. In your head, you could do it.
Really?
I'm not saying I do. I'm
Have
saying
you
that
ever
would be
done
a
one?
nice way. No.
Have you ever-
No, I haven't, but it feels like something that would probably be good, but it makes me cringe.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
me cringe.
Mm.
I've tried to envisage my future that I want, where I'm in my big New York condo. I don't know how I'll get to that point. But
Is
it's
that what
there.
you want?
Yeah. Get as far away from you as possible.
You could probably do that.
And do this remote.
Sure.
Yeah.
Question 4. Have you tried any of the new Heinz sauces?
Excellent.
What are the new Heinz sauces?
No,
Let's
no, I
have a
haven't, and I
look at
don't. No.
Yeah, they're okay. There's like
There's
a burger
strange-
sauce.
Yeah,
one
and a
that's
strange
not great.
ketchup. I saw an advert for like a
Yeah,
is it
there's like a
gherkin
pickle
Right.
pickle ketchup.
You can get the bundle.
Go on.
Heinz to
Oh my
home.
God, how much is
you
the
get
bundle?
a bundle. Sorry, there's so many pop-ups on this.
How much is
on this
£40?
thing. This is on their own
Can you
website.
get us the bundle?
I can't.
Okay, let's start at home with the tomato ketchup.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Saucy sauce, which is mayo and ketchup mixed, which, as
No.
we all know, is Mary Rose sauce.
Yeah.
That's.
Mayo racha. It says sriracha mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just don't think theirs is going to be very nice. though.
Garlic and caramelized onion mayonnaise.
What?
No.
Aioli.
Yeah.
Truffle mayonnaise.
Oh,
No,
I hate
I
truffle.
hate truffle.
Oh,
yeah,
good. Yeah.
Oh, I had truffle crisps at the weekend.
I
It was
really don't
absolutely-
like that
No,
truffle
no.
flavour.
No.
Yeah.
Right. Curry ketchup.
I'd want to try it, but I think it's probably going to be horrible, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd want to try all of them, I think.
Dutch style chip sauce. They're really running
That's-
out of
What's
ideas
that?
here, aren't
It's
they?
okay. That's the one I've tried. It's okay.
Okay.
Burger sauce.
No.
It's
Sweet
not very
chili
good.
sauce.
But it's not going to have any spice
I'm not
in
asking
it.
No.
you, I'm asking
No, no,
Ross.
I'm sorry,
I mean,
I'm
I
sorry.
would try it. The chili,
Yeah.
I'd try it. No.
Tomato ketchup pickle flavour.
No, not in any way.
And mayo must. Mayonnaise mustard sauce.
Mayo
Mayo
must.
must.
It's called mayo must.
Why would you call it that?
Why would you call it that?
I just don't imagine
No.
they're
But
going to be strong
I,
enough.
I
the
think what it
flavours.
is these people that do advertising, who, as we know, even though they've basically paid for my solid gold house that I live in, are the worst type of people, right?
Yeah.
And I think sometimes they come up with these things because they get off on the idea of making the public look stupid by saying things like mayo must. Like I listened to, when I was driving this morning, I had Talk Sport on. There's
Okay.
nothing really else to listen to at that time of day. And they had an advert for betting, which I think at 7:30, it's a bit early to go heavy on the betting adverts, but they're
Just a
there.
bit.
So anyone who's really sad about their miserable life getting up to go and be a roofer somewhere thinks, oh, I'll try and get out of this by putting a bet on at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh,
Anyway, they were talking about ACCAs, yeah, which we all know is
Okay.
accumulators, but
yeah.
so now they've got everyone saying ACCAs, but then they said, it's a gaffer of an ACCA. So they're trying to make people say that.
Yeah, but
A
imagine
gaffer
what
of
you
a-
could
like,
win.
It's like I don't want, when Christmas comes around, I don't want a KFC burger that's a Christmas themed one with stuffing and cranberry sauce in it. Just fuck off.
That's a gaffer of a burger, though.
That's it. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't want mayo must.
This is big
I
from
don't want-
Heinz.
It is.
I don't
Anyway.
remember last time they did this. Like, he's counting how many sauces.
14 sauces for $39.99. Or subscribe.
Subscribe.
I get you. To save 10%. How often are they sending?
What do you mean
How-
subscribe?
Oh, and
Yeah.
also, if you're on the Heinz website, first of all, if you spend £25, you get free delivery. But also, if you're not sure about this sauce bundle, you can save it to your Heinz wish list. What else have they got to sell? Having said that, if Heinz are doing a TV ad soon, me and Ross would love to be in it. Not you, sorry, you haven't got the qualifications. yet.
Oh,
You can get tomato sauce bag.
they're not
You
even
can get an
like.
embroidered hoodie.
But they're not even
Who's
joke
wearing-
things.
Who's
Oh.
wearing a Heinz piece of clothing?
They're not even like joke things. They all it's just ketchup on the t-shirt.
What did you say?
Ketchup.
Why you said it like that?
Ketchup. Ketchup?
Ketchup.
You say ketchup?
Yes.
Wait,
Ketchup.
ketchup.
You go up.
Ketchup.
You're an absolute moron.
Ketchup. Ketchup.
You need to
Ketchup. Man, what if I get an advert? Like,
can't
and
say
it's
the
like,
word.
I can't
Well,
say.
I had this once where I was I had a voiceover, right? And it paid like quite a few grand, right? And I was an astronaut and I'd been distracted by a cheap holidays advert. and I'd say, Houston, we have a problem.
Hmm.
These holidays are too cheap, or whatever the thing was,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so I said, Houston, we have a problem. And like they wanted it that I was like a sort of Cockney for whatever reason. And then the guy, and it was his advert, because often the person whose advert is in the thing.
Yeah.
And he was like, Joey, it's can you just redo that? It's Houston. And I was like, what, the train station? And he was like, no, in America where the rockets come from, it's Houston. He was a posh guy, and I was like, no, it's Houston. He was like, it's Houston. I was like, it's Houston. I said, do you want me to just give you one where I say Houston, just so you got it in case you need it? He was like, no, just Houston is fine.
Houston?
Houston.
Does he mean
Houston.
And obviously,
Houston.
obviously,
it was wrong.
it didn't get made, and I didn't get the money.
Oh.
Because
It was his advert, so I
because
couldn't
it didn't
say
make any sense.
Yeah, of course.
Say Houston.
So don't say ketchup.
Question 5, final question. What's
We're
the
halfway
best?
through the episode.
Oh dear. What's the best juice drink?
Oh. I'd probably just go orange.
Juice drink.
Bits or no bits?
But not
No.
juice. We're talking about juice drink.
Juice drink.
Juice drink is like Rubicon,
Oh.
Sunny Delight.
Oh.
Like they taste too nice to be healthy.
But I'd still. I'd probably still go. I'd probably still go orange.
You like an orange juice
Yeah,
drink?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Sorry.
No. It's
That's not
good.
as exciting as
Bits or
Rubicon.
not bits?
Not bits.
Not bits. Very fussy.
Yeah, it's better without bits.
In his trailer, asking for all the bits to be taken out of his orange
Get the-
juice. Get the
Get the
sieve.
sieve. Get the sieve. Get the sieve quick.
With a tweezer. Ross, congratulations. You scored on Vet the Guest 3,400 points. That's very high.
Oh.
And you can stay on the podcast. We're still looking at Heinz.
If you're enjoying this episode, please, why don't you let us know in the comments what your favourite Heinz sauce is? Or indeed, bit of Heinz merch. Oh, wait, they've got a back to uni tab.
Oh my God. I'm assuming your children are quite young, not at university
4 and
age.
2.
But you
Right.
could start saving for this now. They do a pasta sauce
Would
bundle.
you, when you send them, if they go to university, would you give them a beans bundle or? No, I wouldn't.
No, would you?
No.
No.
Encourage some level of cooking that isn't
Just beans.
just beans.
Bean related.
I actually want to talk to you about proper acting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you've always been an actor.
I have.
Right.
Yeah. 16 years.
16 years.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
that's incredible. And though I guess all of the the advantage of doing stand up is like I don't have to wait for someone to tell me I can go to work,
True.
which is must be very frustrating. But
Incredible.
I do envy that, and I know you said you just recently did an advert, but
Yes, I did. Yeah.
you get to do serious acting.
Yes, I did. Yeah. Yeah. I do.
Yeah, and I'm really envious of that, and I want to.
You want to do that?
I want to stop that. I don't want to do this with it. I want to do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Because you're on a big film at the moment, which you
am.
can't tell us anything
I
about,
can't.
with a
I'm
mega
sorry.
star,
Wesley.
and I'm not even.
Oh,
saying,
sorry.
It's,
Cut that out.
it's John Candy. No, with one of the biggest film stars you can ever imagine
Mm-hmm.
you could work with,
Mm-hmm.
and people
Steven
tell me.
Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
He's so hench.
Have you,
have to
have,
fight
you,
him.
Yeah.
have you seen his thing
With
where
what
he's
thing?
joined the police?
No.
We need to watch that
Yeah.
show together.
Yeah, let's do a watch
TV
along on
show?
here.
Yeah.
He basically, it's a reality TV show where he's joined his local police for free and is filming it.
Excellent.
He goes
I
out
want to
with
watch
them.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you want to ask about acting?
No, so I basically, my problem today, I'm getting into my problem early, is if I was at my level where I am now, which I am,
Mm.
what advice would you give me for trying to become a more serious, better actor?
Oh.
And how can I maximize my opportunities? Because I only really get auditions for ads. I want to.
That surprises me though, because you've got a good look and you're really funny. So I'd say, well, there's so much comedy that's being filmed at the moment. BBC are always doing stuff,
Yeah.
and Netflix. I'm surprised you're not getting seen for.
Yeah.
I mean, I get.
Have you got an
loads.
acting agent, or does she just do ads?
It sounds like
'Cause
it's
some
ads.
Some do just ads, and some do.
She does everything.
Oh right, well
Yeah,
you just
for
need
me.
to have a word and go.
Yeah.
Come on,
Okay.
a bit more telly.
Can you
please.
just say that down the camera?
come on, a bit more telly, please?
Yeah. Okay.
I get
All right,
loads of
that's
TV and film auditions.
Like
now.
I'm thinking about doing an acting class. To get
Okay,
better
that
at it.
yeah. I haven't done any.
No, do you recommend?
Have you
any?
never?
I went to drama school.
Okay.
But since then, I've never.
See, I didn't
Gone
do that.
to
I
class.
missed that crucial bit.
Do you think you wouldn't be able to be a professional actor now had you not gone to drama school? Is it,
That's a great question.
That's a good
Along
question.
with the many great questions that are in today's Vet the Guest.
Heinz? Make sure you get Heinz in again.
I think it would have been harder, a lot harder. My family are not in this realm at all. I'm from Worcester in the Midlands. There aren't too many opportunities for drama up there. Birmingham's probably our closest place, but they've stopped filming Doctors there. But Doctors is finished, and that was like the only thing that they filmed there.
Oh.
And Peaky Blinders. So it's just a bit. It would have been a lot harder. Like we do 3 years of training, and then at the end of the 3 years, you did a showcase in front of like casting directors and agents, and the school, got those people in the audience, and then hopefully it was horrible at the end. It was like a meat market. You just stood there and you're hoping somebody comes and talks to you.
Oh no.
Yeah, but luckily I'd signed mine in the show before they'd come to our college and seen us. But yeah, I mean, it's still horrible. It's like you're at a high, school dance, and like you're the guy that nobody's talking to. But luckily, I did get spoken to, and I got an agent, so that was okay. But some people didn't, and it's awful.
Did you always want to do TV and film, or did you want to be a theatre?
I did
guy?
a lot of theatre when I left drama school, but I haven't done it in about 6 years. Not through choice, but just, I mean, the money's awful.
I've heard.
The money's awful.
Yeah.
And
It pays the same as podcasting.
it's 6. You're doing 8 shows a week. It's hard.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't seem like now. And then the pandemic happened, so that took that out of the race for a while. And then, I've got kids as well now. But funny enough, I have been offered a play for later this year, and I've kind of said yes at the moment, but I don't think I can do it because it clashes with the thing I'm on at the moment. But I've worked with a director before, and I met him at drama school, so it helps. It does help to go through training, but loads of people haven't, and loads of people haven't. And
I think the thing that really, like, I've always really liked acting since I was a little kid, and I always thought I would be an actor. I didn't think I would become a stand-up comedian necessarily, but I think the thing that appeals is also, like, even when you're working on, like, I was on this advert for 4 days, and you get just treated so nicely.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Like, you have a nice life while you're on the advert. Whereas in comedy, sometimes, like, you'll do a gig in front of like thousands of people, and then the next day you'll be at Crewe Station waiting for a delayed changeover train for an hour, looking at a horrible pasty, thinking, "What am I doing with my life?"
It keeps you humble.
Yeah, I hate it. I don't want to be humble. I want to be megastar.
Okay.
I want to be megastar.
Can you help him be megastar?
I can't help you be megastar.
What I wanted to ask was, is there anything you wouldn't do in acting? Do you have any, or are you like up for anything?
It'd have to be the nudity. I mean, that would have to be. I know you guys haven't seen The Gentleman, but I'm in a scene with an 82-year-old, I think he was, and he's naked.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a funny scene.
I've previously been told that naked, I look like I've got the body of a newborn baby and an 80-year-old man at the same time. By former guest of the show, Luke McQueen.
Yeah.
That was a number of years ago, but it's really stuck in there.
Yeah. And he was completely naked, had a gas mask on, and he had a machine gun, and he was chasing us out of Nebworth, and which we nicknamed Knobworth because David was very well endowed for the middle of January.
Well, I guess that's why he was happy to do it, right?
Yeah, he was showing off somewhat. Yeah, so I think it'd have to be the right thing with nudity, but anything, I mean, most other stuff.
Would you play like a paedophile? Because he really wants to.
God. I played a murderer. I had to shave my head off and do an American. He's a real guy. It was like for one of those dreadful. What was it called? American Monster. That's on like one of the Sky channels.
Like Blaze.
And there's like lots of and there's like there's like talking heads, and then there's drama.
Oh, you did that?
I did that like really early on.
Yeah.
What was your character? Who was the guy who was playing?
God, what was his name?
I don't think that was on IMDb, right? It didn't.
No, it probably wouldn't have. It would be on my. Oh God, what was his name? Was it Blake? basically he killed his. Who did he kill? He killed his.
found it.
Have you got it? Brilliant. What was his name?
No, it was called American Monster for Channel ID in the US.
There you
go. Blaine Norris.
Blaine Norris. That's him.
Wait, so is this a real guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
What did he do? Do you remember? He didn't murder the
killed
guy
his-
that you found. It hasn't come full circle.
No, he strangled his wife
Oh.
in the garage, and he
Good
he was
place
in
to
on,
do it if you're going to do it somewhere.
he was in on it with his best mate because they wanted cash. from what
Right.
I remember. It's
right.
a long time ago, but yeah.
That's not a terrible job, though, is it? Oh, it is.
It wasn't. It was all improvised.
What?
Yeah. So they like give you a rough outline of because no one's going to hear you. It's all. Well, I mean, they're dipping
There's
in
a
and out of the dialogue,
voiceover, yeah.
but there's a voiceover, and then
I
there's
found a picture of him.
And were you American in it?
yeah,
Did you do an American accent in
Yeah.
those bits? Oh, that's
Yeah.
funny.
yeah. I have to do American a lot in stuff.
Well, they
I
filmed
found a
so
picture
much
of him,
stuff
but not
here
you
now,
as
right?
him.
That's probably a good thing.
Doesn't look.
Oh,
like-
let's not start looking up the real Blaine Norris
Why?
because
It's
it's
my
it's
internet
awful.
history.
It's just
Right.
imagine this face, but with a shaved head and
Yeah.
and weird, thinly framed glasses.
Yeah.
You had to shave your head for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
what-
that's annoying, isn't it?
yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
So, what would be your like dream role?
That's
Like,
a good question.
Maybe a role that already has happened. Do you know what I mean? To give us some context, like, is
Okay.
there like one part in a film that you would love to have done? Like, I would absolutely love to have been your man in Falling Down.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah, Michael Douglas.
is
he just goes
basically you,
absolutely-
yeah.
I'm a ticking
that
time
you
bomb. I'm ready to
today?
go. Yeah, I think that would be a dream role for me.
Mm.
I'd love to do a big comedy.
Mm.
I get to do comedy in ads, but I've never done like a TV comedy, or I always get policemen or doctors or so like an Edgar Wright, like a Shaun of the Dead kind of like an Edgar Wright thing. Well, it's all about the script. Just
Yeah.
something Armando Iannucci, just something like
Give him a bell below you.
really
All right.
Give
well-
Armando a ring.
just something really well written.
I'd like to be a detective.
Would you?
Yeah, like in a series.
I
Like,
did Silent Witness and I was
Sarge,
a DS.
this is really bad.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Because you add all that stuff in. You add the Sarge,
nothing,
Gov.
innit?
You do all
Gov.
that because that's
Gov.
never in the script.
.gov.uk.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never. You just add a. I don't know. All right,
Yeah.
Sarge. Right, Gov.
So this big thing that we can't talk about. Can you spill any beans on? Because someone that I know, and this story is secondhand, right? Was in a thing with Tom Hanks, right?
Right.
For just one very small scene,
Okay.
and they got them there, and then they said, "Oh, actually, no, this isn't quite right. We need to change the camera angle." But it wasn't gonna be long enough for them to go back to their trailers, so just wait there a minute.
Mhm.
And so he was like, just in case there was a moment where he might have to talk to him, he knew he was gonna be nervous, so he already knew what he was gonna kind of say to him.
He'd
And-
rehearsed.
And he was like, I just want you to know like how big an honor it is for me to,
Yeah.
even just have this small moment in a
Was he nice?
thing with you. And he said, and also I just wanted to say that this film, some obscure Tom Hanks film, I thought never got as much recognition as it's one of my favorite films of all time. And then they went, right, we're ready now. So he said all that, and Tom Hanks didn't get a chance to
to
respond.
reply.
And then at the end they went, oh no, actually it's going to take too long. Everyone back to their trailers. And then Tom Hanks just went to him, wow, that was weird, and walked off. So,
Nice.
yeah, have you had any? Has it been good
I've-
working with this mega star, or has it been?
It's been, yes,
yeah.
really, yeah. Because I've worked with some. Like, I'm not gonna like. Yeah.
You don't have to name any names, but
Yeah.
give us some.
But
give
I've,
us some
I've worked
dirt,
with some.
good old-fashioned
but like,
dirt.
well, as Jeff Goldblum, who you mentioned
Yeah.
earlier, absolutely amazing,
Mm.
so lovely. Like, came straight onto set, knew my name, said
Mm.
we're gonna have some fun, and then just we were doing like 10-minute takes, and it was like a 30-second ad. Like, the director was kind of pulling his hair out, but Jeff was just giving him gold, and we were just kind of improvising.
Gold from
which was-
Goldblum.
Gold from Goldblum, and he was very he was quite fascinated with my ears because I don't have defined earlobes.
Oh, yeah, you don't.
I'm joined up. He's like, Ross, what's going on with these ears? Oh. And wouldn't stop touching them. And then he'd like sing. He loves a quiz as well, like a film quiz.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he'll just shout out like a director, and you've got to name an actor in it, and then you've got to go from you're like, cinematographer, and then you've got to go cinematographer. And then you got to go like, oh, Jeff, and he's got all this stuff like flying
Oh.
around
To
his
go,
head all the
yeah.
time, and then he'll sing because he's got that lovely
Yeah.
jazz voice. Yeah.
Well, I went to so this is the reason why he's a friend of the show. I went to see Jeff Goldblum because one of our other guests was singing in his
Oh,
band.
was it at Cadogan Hall?
No, it was in Rough Trade East.
Oh,
And so I thought if I go to that, I might meet Jeff Goldblum
Yeah.
and then he'll come on the show.
yeah,
Because I feel like he's that kind of guy.
he is that kind of guy.
But I didn't even get a chance to speak to him,
Oh.
and I didn't go to Bilal's show, and he's cross about it still. Speaking of which, if you're enjoying this show, then why not come and check me out on tour? I will be gigging in the following places on my first ever UK tour.
He's doing a
Hemel
tour,
Hempstead on
everybody.
the 4th of October. Don't talk over my promo. 4th of October, Hemel Hempstead. 11th of October, Banbury. 14th of October, the Bill Murray in Angel.
I'm there.
You're there. You do realise it starts at 6, don't you?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Oh,
Thanks
it's
for
not
coming.
going to be good.
14th of November, Manchester. 27th of November, Bristol. Then there's some dates in the spring of 2025 as well. Going to Paul, Cardiff, Paul, Cambridge, Leicester, Birmingham, Norwich, Margate, and Brighton.
Who's Paul?
No, Paul in Dorset. Yeah, I'm gonna make you do my tour spot for that.
That one?
It's a 9-hour drive. You get no money.
It's
for
not
it.
a 9-hour
It's not.
drive.
But yeah, please come and check me out on tour because I'd really like to sell some tickets. And if you can't make it, why not just sign up to the Patreon on this podcast instead? Because I'll get a little residual amount of that money instead. So however you want to give me money, you can. But I'd rather you came to the tour.
I'm going to say really quickly, sorry, very quick thing I have to plug. 22nd, I'm recording my show at the Bill Murray of my last tour, and a rescheduled tour date at Norden Farm. That's in Maidenhead
Yep.
on the 26th.
And we're
of
doing a live version of
this
this.
month. All right. Yeah. Oh,
Oh.
God.
When are we doing that?
October something.
Oh,
October the 19th.
yeah.
Is that all right?
There's only 30 tickets left, and there was only 30 to begin with. So that's
Oh,
good.
Don't.
Is it true, do you find, that with TV acting,
Mm-hmm.
that you need to make your reactions as small as possible?
Yeah. Well, it depends on what it is.
He
you're
tried to say
reacting
that in a
to.
very small way.
I'd like to give it a go. Yeah.
Okay.
Give
All
me something
right.
to react to, Bilal.
I'm afraid that your train's been cancelled. That's not.
Okay.
That's not bad.
That's the right
bad.
level.
Yeah.
For that news, that was
Yeah.
the right level.
But for what? Like for a Mike Leigh film, yes. For EastEnders, it needs to be way bigger.
Yeah, touch.
Uh,
Or like a Vera, an ITV
So if
thing.
it's-
Needs to be. You need to dial that up.
Yeah.
so shall we dial it up?
Okay.
I'm afraid that your train's been cancelled.
I bet it's got something to do with Phil Mitchell.
Perfect.
I don't think I'm even in
Perfect.
EastEnders.
Perfect.
It's really good.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Well done.
Okay. Thank you. Do you have any?
the end of that.
You're obviously very good at getting auditions.
Well, my
Correct.
agent's good at getting
No,
the
but
auditions.
but then you've got to actually get the part.
Yeah.
So I always find that I'm much better when you have to send a tape in
Okay.
but in the room I don't really like it because
Okay.
it's like I almost when I get
Don't you
given
like
an
the
instruction.
chat? I can imagine you've got the good chat.
I got the good chat, but then when I'm given an instruction before they've even finished saying it, I've basically forgotten what they've just asked me to do.
Right.
I think the thing is that
So we're like, the dog's there, the woman's there, and then just come and do that, and I'm like, I don't know what you've said, mate. It's like when you get
There's
directions.
a dog
for,
woman.
Yeah. How do I get to the? How do I get back to Acton Station? They're like, that way. I don't know. But luckily we've got Google Maps now. But
But you can't get your phone out.
you can't
No,
get your phone out mid auditions to play. I could record what she said and then she's
Hang on.
saying, yeah.
I think it's about practice though, because we're still relatively new
Mm.
to acting
Mm.
professionally, really. Because so since lockdown, it all became
All
self-tapes.
self-tapes, yeah.
And I was awful at it before, but now I've got a system in
Yeah.
place of I read the other lines and have it on a thing and
Yeah.
I can keep going through it.
Yeah.
And I'm much better at them now.
Because they only have to do the top. It's never got anything,
Anything on.
It's
anything on
nude
the bottom
underneath.
half.
Yeah.
And sometimes if you stand up, they like that. But I think it's practice. I think but so I'm a bit I find the in-person auditions a bit harder now because we don't do that many of
There's
them.
a lot. So if you TV and film are more in person.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna
And you got to learn everything.
yeah.
Do you learn everything
That's-
now,
How
or do
do
you
you-
just read it? If you're self-taping,
Now I
learn
learn it.
enough.
I didn't used to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
You do or don't?
I don't learn it.
Oh.
If I'm taping at home, I just have it dotted around.
You just read it.
Oh yeah, but like roughly.
It depends how
enough.
long it is, right? Sometimes they want you to do like 6
Oh
pages.
yeah, exactly. So
I mean,
Why do they do that?
I'm on a lovely
'Cause
run
they're
of being
lazy.
in like 6 TV adverts, and I don't think I speak in a single one of them. I get the ones which basically say "gormless weirdo."
don't be the loud guy that tells everybody what you've been up to in the waiting room. There's always.
Oh
that
no,
guy.
I never speak in the waiting
Oh,
room.
there's always that guy.
I hate everybody. In the waiting room.
Yeah. I'm kind of with you.
And then as soon as I've realised I've been paired up with someone, I'm like so nice to them for about 36 seconds.
You're my
know,
new
right?
best friend.
Yeah.
And they say things like, all right for some. And I don't know what that means.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, some people have got it all right, whereas you.
No, but I don't in the context. And then I know what you exactly. The loud people in there.
The loud people and the people that
Do you know who-
just are really desperate. Like it's
Like they've got a kid
They
and
have-
and
they
it's in
have
the
to.
buggy outside and they've got to train him from
They-
Swindon
yeah.
for this.
this has to happen.
Yeah.
Just don't go in with any kind of desperation or need,
Yeah.
basically, because they can
They
smell
can
it.
smell it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite desperate.
Only on here.
But then don't come across as aloof and like you don't really want it. It's a fine line.
Yeah, I think I'm good with the like being in the room part of it, but it's more like when they say go, then
Well,
you're like, oh,
well,
you
if
only
you're
got one chance to not fuck it up.
Make sure you listen. If you know that you're not good at
Sorry, which
exactly the direction, taking direction stuff, then just make sure.
Would you actually practice before going in?
No,
Never.
no,
Okay.
no.
No, I like that.
Not
Okay.
for
I
an
don't wanna-
ad. For telly, yeah,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
but
We're leaving ads behind.
not not for an ad. But telly, yeah.
You'd
Just 'cause
fully try and learn it. And,
Yeah. I've got one of those like a line learning app where you record your lines, you record their lines, and then it misses. So you
that's
just
good.
keep playing it and playing it.
That's how
I.
if I've got to learn lines,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the only way, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Really helps. You're probably quite good at learning lines, though, by now, no?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The more you do
better
it, the
than
more
us.
you. So for the thing that I'm doing currently, I got sent script because all the script is really hush hush and you can't you have to
You have to whisper it.
basically yeah. So they didn't want to send anybody any sides, but for last week when I was with the name, they wanted me off book. So the Wednesday before they sent me 30 pages of script, and it was just
You and
duologue stuff.
You
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
you and the big one.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was away that weekend as well, and I've got kids, which is
Yeah,
also
yeah,
a pain. So I really had to be
Imagine the
on
name.
it.
The name was actually like Alan Sugar.
It's his first big acting role.
It is,
Alan.
yeah. It's Alan's big shot.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'd like to move on to find out what your problem is that you've brought in. this
Okay.
week.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Remember this podcast that we do?
Yeah.
fella?
Right. We've got lovely neighbours. We got on really well with them. They're an old couple.
Mm-hmm.
Our house is kind of here, and their house is kind of on the side. So we can kind of see our Ring doorbell picks up if anybody's going onto their front door. And last week,
They're getting a lot of suspicious couples going in.
they're like 80.
Yeah.
Last week, we had a package delivered. We weren't in. They went through so I was like looking, and I could hear. They knocked on the door, and they turned the postman away. They said they wouldn't take it in for us.
Okay.
Oh.
And this is not a regular thing. We're like not doing this all the time.
Hmm.
Like I take their bins in and out for them every week.
Oh.
I'm conflicted. My wife doesn't think we should say anything because they are old and they let us put stuff in their bin if our bin's overflowing. So we want to keep the bin situation happy.
Bin sweet.
Yeah. But also like what? Why
They
would
might have had a bad experience before. Like even my neighbor, I had to take a thing in for him, and I guess he was away, and we had it for like a week, and it's weird having this box.
I'd understand if it was me because everything that I get ordered in is illegal from the dark web.
Well, remember we said you don't say that on here.
No, it's all it's all. I'm getting the Heinz sauces, but cheap, much cheaper.
It's your subscription, your monthly
It's cheap. I'm
subscription.
getting it. Off the back of a lorry.
So
That's
I
the
don't-
only thing I can. Like, I'm trying
But,
to
like,
be
we don't,
nice to
like-
them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, this is what we're kind of.
And I bet they're always in. So
Always
you can't
in.
because what I would
Always
do is
in.
tit for tat. I would not take a package in for them.
But we order because they have got a bird table, so they and they say they don't know how to work the internet, but I think they definitely do. Because he's got a smartphone, and so we have to order their bird seed and get it delivered to our house in like a massive, huge box, and then we take it round. So it's like,
Okay, so the
That's
bird
quite a
seed-
lot.
Lace
We've
the
been there.
bird seed with poison.
Why would
And
you
they'll have
kill the
loads of
birds?
dead birds in their
Their
garden.
just cut strewn
That'll learn
bodies.
'em.
So yeah,
That's all right.
That's all right. Yeah.
That's the okay.
No, here's
Birdicide.
the opposite. KWK. You kill them with kindness.
Okay.
Right? So, you just basically get your kids. It's
Mhm.
still the summer holidays, just about,
Mhm.
right? You get your kids to like do a painting or something for them, and it's like
And
they
take it round.
and take it around, and be like, our kids went to make this for you because our children think you're just such nice neighbours, and really start twisting the knife like that and make them feel bad about it. That's the only way through this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lovely Christmas card with a box of chocolate. You got to
Yeah,
really start,
yeah.
and then
Well,
the
we do
next
the Christmas thing.
but
It's like-
right, do the
that's-
painting. Then you get something else delivered, and even if you are in, don't answer
Answer
the door and see
just
what
to
happens.
see what happens.
The
This
only
is great
thing
because then if you do that, and then we'll get you back on when you can talk about the thing that you can't talk about, and we'll find out the result of this.
I don't
What an
know.
episode that will be!
What an episode.
Everybody, it's one that everybody wants.
Yeah.
It's hard, isn't
Ross
it?
Hatt 2.
Because they're elderly. Because they're elderly, that's what makes it difficult.
That's what makes it difficult.
Yeah, but you do a lot for them.
And keeping the bin situation happy. You know, you
Also,
always want-
As winter comes, late at night, pour some water on the top step of their front door, ice the step lightly.
No.
like Home Alone. Booby trap their porch.
Oh, got a bad hip, have you? That's a shame.
Oh,
At least if
no.
I get any parcels come, you'll be able to collect them in.
Why is it always murder with you?
It's not murder, it's a broken hip. That's fine.
That's enough to kill them.
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
They are.
How about get rid of their winter fuel? Oh, do you think it's maybe because you voted Labour? Got rid of the winter
maybe.
fuel allowance?
I don't know.
I'm not saying you
they
did, but I'm just saying that.
No,
could
I
be
did.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
I don't.
You,
You
can't
didn't, did
say
you?
that to guests. Is that because you voted Labour?
They seem to be like they might have voted Labour. They're quite left.
But then they got their winter fuel allowance switched off.
Yeah. And now they hate us.
Yeah.
Why are we checking who they voted for?
I'm just trying to work out an angle for.
It would be more acceptable if you broke a hip of a Tory. I think that's
Yeah.
probably what.
Okay.
No, I was
yeah.
saying like that they have not taken the package in because Ross voted for Labour and therefore they've got no winter fuel allowance. They thought, I know how to get back at him. I won't take his parcel in.
But they don't know who you.
They
I'm just
assume.
I'm just
We're in
trying,
this
yeah.
industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
Well, I think that's your problem solved. You're going to pour
Thank
some
God, I'm
water
gonna
on
pour
it.
some
You
water.
Poison the
I kill
birds.
Poison the birds.
No, kill him with kindness.
Yeah, picture. That's a good one.
Yeah, and then just really like start. Maybe on Halloween, get one of
Yes.
your kids to go around dressed as Postman Pat, knock on the door, see what they do.
No.
They're all good angles.
You're kind of stuck with it, aren't
Yeah, I
you?
am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I think I've solved it. I'm sorry.
The murder one.
No, to kill them with kindness. And
Right.
also, you should get something else delivered and then
And see if
wait
they
and
take
see if it happens again.
Yeah.
Even if you don't get
I
your
mean,
kids
that's
to
not a bad-
do the
yeah.
painting, just to see. Because then you know if you've really got a problem.
Yeah.
Mm. And then maybe you just melt their bin with a lighter. Problem solved.
Problem
Okay.
solved. Thank you.
Problem solved.
We've just got time to squeeze in a quick listener problem.
Okay.
This is from
Right.
Dan Double D.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "Hi guys. My problem is fear of public speaking. I have to give a presentation at work next week, and I'm terrified. I'm a total introvert, and I hate being the center of attention.
Okay.
Have you got any tips?"
I mean, they always say imagine the audience naked, but I don't. I think that's.
I don't buy
I
that.
don't buy that.
I imagine our audience is naked
don't buy that.
listening to this.
I don't understand. Is
Still
that
at
a
home.
real
That-
thing
well, that's
anyone's
that's
tried?
what they say. I don't know.
It's
'Cause
really
then you're more
stupid.
focused on other things rather than
But then
what
you're
you're
looking
saying.
around more. Like,
looking for
Yeah.
bits.
Well, you're thinking they're in a more compromised position than you. I guess
so.
you're thinking about. I would like to offer up the 3-2-1 method, where basically you just go 3, 2, 1, and then you
Go
gotta
into
do
it.
and then because once you've taken that little leap, then you're just in the thing, and then your momentum will take over.
Yeah.
And it's also about saying like, I'm a bit nervous, so go easy on me. Like that's the
Know your material, I guess.
That-
Whatever
yeah.
whatever he's gonna.
No, it's
talk
true
about.
though. If you learn
If
it,
he's so confident with it, then
Yeah.
you can just do it.
practice.
Yeah.
Make sure you speak clearly if into a mic if there's one. Go slowly. There's no
Yeah.
rush. Don't do the thing that best men do at weddings. They always have a moment where they laugh into the mic and it kind of
Yeah.
it's awful, isn't it? They're like, and then second year at uni.
I mean, I wasn't allowed to give a speech at yours, so I don't know.
No, and that's for the best, isn't it? Given what you've said today.
Also, I should say, I don't know where you're going to find it, but I think it's on my Instagram somewhere. If you want to check out mine and Russ's short film, then you should totally do that.
What's that got to do with
It's
helping?
called. No, I'm done with that now.
You're done
I'm
with
looking at
it?
the time. I'm looking at the time.
Oh, right,
We're moving us
okay.
on. So yeah, it's called Hearts and Aubergines.
It
If
is.
that's how you pronounce
Yeah.
that word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
Where we basically improvised.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's a couple of other acts in it who are really good as well.
He's not good, is
it
he?
was-
He was a joy to work with.
Yeah.
We had a really
Good.
good day.
Yeah, we spent a
He
whole day
doesn't
in a car
think-
park in West Ham.
Genuinely
Yeah.
though,
Yeah.
he thinks he's not good at improvising, but he's very good.
Oh my god, you're
Yeah,
really
'cause I
good.
prep in advance. That's why. It's all about prep, Dan.
No, you're honestly. I'm not just saying that because I'm
Also,
here.
Dan,
Like,
I'm going to get into your head, Dan. I don't think you can do it. I think you're going to fucking fail.
I don't think this works when you do
no,
this.
don't do that.
No, enjoy it. Just enjoy yourself.
Who directed this film?
Daniel Lund. I did the Pizza Express advert for him. He was
Oh.
a director, and then he got me involved in this. And then I found out Ross was in it, and I had no idea who Ross was. And I looked at his IMDb. I was like, "Wow, proper actor! I'm definitely going to do it."
You were way better than some actors that I've worked with, improvising wise. Because some
Oh,
actors
that's
just
lovely.
can't.
No,
Some
I'm
actors
really good.
can't.
No,
Yeah.
They need a
Yeah.
script. They need words. They
Some
don't know.
comedians can't.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a
Some
real
comedians
skill.
can't do comedy, but let's not get bogged down
That's
in
why
that.
you're good at ads, because you need to be able to improvise for ads.
Yeah.
Because you'll be coming up with funny stuff in the room that they go, "Oh, that's really funny," and then
Yeah.
and you won't get the job, but then you'll see the ad and they've nicked something that you've done in the room.
Yeah.
That happens
Oh.
all the time.
Yeah, it happens all the time. So don't do anything original when you're.
Don't do anything good.
Yeah, because they'll nick it.
Yeah.
Ross, where can people find you other than in this great big thing that's going to be out probably in about 2 years' time?
As in,
Like on the internet.
If you want. Is
yeah,
that something?
yeah. I'm
If
on
you want people
Instagram at
bothering
Ross
you.
Hatt. I'm on Twitter, but X at Ross Hatt.
with 2 T's, but you can
Yes.
see that from what this episode is called. And if you've liked this episode, please, if you could share it and tell people about it, it is the best way that you can help us out. Give us a nice little review on your iTunes or your Spotify. And if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to let us know what your favourite Heinz sauce is, because that's what we're going to be talking about. Basically, we're trying to do a new thing on the podcast. Obviously, we record these in blocks, but we're going to have a little thing called Any Other Business, where we go through some of your comments and chat about them as part of the Patreon and beginning of these episodes. So we will be coming back to this sauce issue when we get around
It's
to it in our next
57
recording.
years of Heinz. I mean, that's impressive.
Cool. Well, that's the end of today's episode.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, Ross.
It's
very
really
much.
fun,
Cheers,
really
guys.
good episode. This is some
Finally, a good episode.
sort of thing we'd say after.
Yeah, we normally say that.
That was
after.
really good.
That was good.
Goodbye.
Bye.